Hiya, good morning everyone. Right, it's very rainy day today, and I'm on my way to work again. And I just want to talk about the world as we know it now. Okay, there's so much evil in the world. So many things that are happening that you know. I keep wondering, why have we become so callous and so cold and so wicked that we just don't care about humanity, about other people? It's all about ourselves and ourselves. Okay, and I mean, before I started this YouTube, I don't really, I'm not, I listen to news, but basically I listen to news just once in a while. I'm not that kind of person that would just want to hear bad things or anything. But since I started, blogging and started, putting the news out there, it shows me how wicked the heart of men are. Okay, and I know people keep saying, oh, don't listen to the news, block the news away from you. But the point is, for you to be savvy, for you to know what is happening in the world, you need the news. You need to know what's happening. If not, you'll be lured into some of the things that are happening now. So when I hear, well, people say, I don't listen to the news. The news is not, I don't care about the news. I don't think that's the right, situation or the right thing people should do. I actually think that you should listen to the news. You should read the news. You should be able to know what is going on, because you cannot be able to advise your children. You can't be able to tell them how to save themselves from what is going on if you're not listening to the news. So yes, you need to know what is going on, but the news now, you need the grace of God while you're listening to it. You actually need to tell yourself, you know what, I cannot be afraid of this world. And this is where we have to draw the line. This is where we have to draw the line between listening to the news and being afraid of the world. Okay, I listen to the news and I'm like, yeah, okay, so I'm not afraid of the world, because I know that God made this world for a purpose. I'm here for a reason, and no man can take my life and no man can destroy it. But it is scary, the evil in the world. Why am I saying this? Okay, there is this story going on of a father. There's so many stories going on, but I'm going to talk about one or two of them that actually got me thinking about how the world has become so evil. Okay, I mean, I've never heard of a father intentionally raping his child or pregnanting their child. Never been heard, even as a rumor while I was growing up. I mean, I've never heard of it, but it's become so rampant in Nigeria and in Africa that a father will actually start sleeping with their own child. What kind of evil is going on? What is happening? How can we become that callous and that wicked, and that we don't care that we are committing incest? Okay, when I hear it in the news in the Western world, sometimes I'm just say, oh well, maybe because they're not Christians, maybe because of their beliefs. It's not. It always goes down to ritual and money, and I'm like, how can we be so God, I don't know how to put it. How can we want to turn back the hand of nature just because of money? How long do we have to live in this life? I just wonder. Let's even say that you lived a beautiful life. Its maximum is like 90 years. I know that people preach yeah, that's we can tally, we can stay here until Jesus Christ comes. Yeah, I get that. It's possible, but let's say we don't. So what is how long can you be here and you are healthy and you are fit? At 90 years I want to go home. At 90 years I'm old. as old as our president Buhari, why would I be stressing myself? I want to relax. I want to be traveling. I want to be in a cruise, okay, going to Bahamas, traveling and seeing things. Why would I want to stress myself at that age? When you get to 90 and your legs are weak and you're feeble, if you are, you want to be thinking about going home, leaving the ward. But if at that age people are still being evil, what kind of a world have we left? Another story that I saw that got me thinking about the wickedness of this world is this story that is going around of a girl. Someone dished her and she went naked and she was now showing it to the whole world. She had her on the ground, and I'm, hey, it's so good. So now, if a man dish you, if a man doesn't want you again, I mean, I know what the man did to her was, people will say it was wrong, but it has happened to most of us. Some of us have been left. A man promised us he's going to marry us, and then we hear that he has even gotten married. Did we kill ourselves? Do we call all the ancestors on the man? Why do we think that we can do things and it's okay? Do you understand? Yeah, those things that you're doing has a repercussion, but do you need to do it? Do you need to cause a man's generation because he left you? Why don't you just let go? Why don't you allow God to be the one to bless you? Am I not married now with children? Am I not living in a very comfortable country, in a home with a lovely husband? So if I had caused that man that have left me, yes, and you think my own life will be okay, we need to be very careful what we do. Okay? A man left you. You don't have to curse him. Are you saying that there is no other man out there? There is no other person apart from that person? And people are commenting and, praising the girl, saying that what she did. I'm like, seriously? Are you that desperate? Don't you have self-value? That a man will leave you and you now decide to go naked, can cause the ground that the man, hey. I think we watch a lot of Nollywood and Bollywood and those movies that promote witchcraft, because this is just witchcraft. What would I know in Igbo culture, yeah, if you want to curse someone, you go naked in the middle of the night, or those things happen. It's real, it happens. But I don't see what any human being will do to me, yeah, that will make me go naked on the person. That person is not God. I will leave the case between him and God. Why will I curse another person for breaking my heart? Am I the only heart that has been broken? People have been left on the altar. Did they kill those people? No, why are we trying to change the course of nature? Because we feel we can, because we feel that, we're so proud and so braggadocious that we think that, things and, promote it on social media. Is this kind of social media craze that is going on? Anything is all out there, will go naked because a man left her. I'm not supporting the woman. I will not support the woman. I don't care whatever a man did to you. Even if he left you on the altar, why would you want to degrade yourself that way? Wouldn't you have another man in your life one day? People need to be very, very careful, especially men. You really need to be very, very careful. The ladies now are no more the same as you guys had them. And the point is that people are getting wicked. You cannot, let me tell you cannot, think that, you can do what you used to do before. Girls are now going to any extreme just to get you. So you need to be very, very careful if you're a man. You cannot just think it's business as usual. Sleep with anybody I want to sleep and get away with it. No. Be very, very careful. Think about the lady that you're going out with. Think about how you let go of a girl, because they will destroy you now. Social media has shown people how fictitious people are, how people go to different native dogs. So it's no more that you hear. Even I have a social media group, yeah. It is funny that I get text message from native doctors on the group telling us how if you want to make money, if you want to kill your mother. So People have avenue. People know where to go now. So you as a man need to be very careful before your life is taken for nothing. And you young ladies, I mean, it's not necessary. If you know what God has in store for you, you shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have done that. It's not necessary. Move on. Relationship comes and goes. Yeah, it comes and goes. Set a boundary for yourself. And that's what I keep telling people. Set a boundary for yourself. There's some relationships that you go, when I was young, when I wasn't married, there are some relationships I'll go into. That relationship is just for fun. That person, I know, if he asks me to marry him, I will not marry him. And I'll tell you from the beginning, say, you know what, I will not marry you. But you like clubbing, you like hanging out. I wasn't a Christian then. That relationship, I set to go for that relationship. It doesn't all have to end in marriage. No one says that every relationship must end in marriage. So I don't get it. I still don't get it. Then another evil. Of course, I posted that video about Gracious, David West. But every time when I think about that story and what is going on, I just can't believe how our society has changed. You know, when I was growing up, you know, when I was in uni, I'm going to say, well, you know, we used to have fun, you know. It used to be those, you know, oh my God. I mean, life was fun. We're not thinking about rituals or people killing us. We go to club, we go to parties. I mean, when they are, you know, I never went for any of these Buganias or cut people's party. Thank God I never went for it. So I don't have that in my conscience. Thank you. I never had a boyfriend that killed somebody. Thank you. So it's not in my conscience. I didn't have any mix of blood. But we used to go to parties, like, you know, when all these, they call them what did they call them now? Oh, I forgot. There's a name they call them. You know, when people throw parties, we used to go. It was one of those things that we all enjoy going. We didn't. I keep, you know, when I think about what is happening now, I'm like, oh my God. We lived a careless life in my youth. We did live a careless life in my youth. We never thought of all these things that's happening now. I used to be when I was in Okigwe, University of Okigwe. You know, if you don't have money and you want to go home, you go to Okigwe Junction, yeah, where there's this cattle rearer people, and on the other side, you just go there, you flag up a car going to Aba. And that is how we used to go home. And I'm like, oh my God, you know, countless of times I don't have money. Even when I have money, we girls, we don't want to spend that money. We will just go to that Okigwe Junction, yeah, and we'll flag a car, any car going to Aba. We'll hop into the car, and most times the cars are guys, young guys, and we're heading home. And I'm like, this time around you can't do it. But it was fun for us. It was one of the ways that we travel without paying anything. And there is always someone willing to give you a lift. And you know what? Why is so funny is that the person will give you the lift. The person will even give you, you know, take you somewhere to go and, you know, have lunch or anything, then start toasting you. It's up to you to decide whether you want the relationship or not. But we were so careless. But now, a student, you can't even try doing that. You can't even trust your own roommates because they might be doing ritual and be, you know, oh my God. Why is this world, how has this world become so evil? And the kind of evil in Africa is that kind of evil that it leads to someone maiming you, someone taking your life, someone destroying your future. That is the worst wickedness. Witchcraft wickedness. Now a young girl can't, oh my, you know, when people talk about these girls are prostitutes, I'm like, you know what, shut up. This world is made in such a way a man will toast you. You agree or not, okay? Even if you are a father, or sorry, if you're a sister, or maybe you're born again sister, a man will still toast you to marry you. Somebody must toast you. Somebody must. If you only difference is that maybe you will not go to a restaurant with a person, or you will not go to a hotel with a person, which is a different ball game. But if the person is not a Christian, a man will toast her. She will want to go out with a man. Okay, but the point of this matter is that people need to be very, very careful. You really need to ask yourself every day, in every relation. You need to like be a detective when you're in a relationship, even when you are married, because it's not just about being in a relationship. It has gotten to a point whereby husband and wife, we cannot trust each other. I don't know what my husband is doing. So you have to always be monitoring spirit in your own house. You are going out with a man. If the man, after you guys have finished making love, you need to watch and see where your fluid is going to, because he might just tell you, hi honey, okay, don't worry, I'll throw away the tissue, and he will take you to somewhere else. Relationship is no more safe. You are monitoring the person to know where he's going to. You are checking his room if there's any particular room where he doesn't go to almost every time. You are checking if there is any spirit that makes, oh sweet Jesus. Hey, where has trust gone to? Where has trust gone to? Because of the wickedness of men. You cannot go to church and believe that pastor is actually from a man of God, is a man of God. The pastor is preaching, you are wondering, where is he getting his power from? Is that one real? Is it from the devil? He has done this one again. Where is that one coming from? We didn't have that kind of consciousness or that kind of, thought when we were growing up. Life was so easy, we trusted. Now you cannot trust your neighbor to leave your children with your neighbor. They can molest them. So where are we going to with this, our behavior? Where are we going to? I don't know. But one thing I know is that the end is coming. The Bible did say that when all these things start happening, when the heart of man becomes so callous, when people just kill just for killing's sake, know that the end is near. The end is near. Jesus Christ is coming very soon. That is why we all need to ask ourselves a question. Where are we in this journey of Christianity or religion? That's the question we need to ask ourselves. Where are we? Because at the end of the day, it's not about how you die, it's where are you going to end. Because you are afraid of your neighbor, you are afraid of your parents, you are afraid of your own husband, even your own children. They are now using their own parents for ritual. So you are afraid. So why don't we just start thinking about our eternity? Because at the end of the day, the world has become so evil, and the sign shows that Christ is coming very soon. Where are you going to spend your eternity? Forget about fake pastors. Forget them. The more of them will come. As the end time comes, more of them will come. But you yourself, that is not fake, that is real. Where do you want to spend your eternity? Where do you want to spend your eternity? That is all I wanted to say. Because the things that happen in this world, it is mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing. I had somewhere in a state in America, they have legalized brothers and sisters marrying. Yes. Brothers and sisters can marry. So if you want to marry your own brother, you can go to that state and marry. What is that all about? It's not the end time? No, you answer me. Tell me. Just drop your comments here. What do you think is going on? What's going on? The world has become so evil. And you from the sky into a compound and they caught her. People keep saying all these things are not real, all these things are fake. It's fake news. It's not fake news. It's not any fake news. These are real time happening. It's happening before our own eyes. It's not fake news. So when you hear all these things, don't ignore it and think, oh, people are making it up. It's not, it is real. It is happening. That's evil. And what I ask myself is, if this evil is so much in this world, if there's so much evil, of course God is real. Of course Jesus is real. Of course there must be someone protecting some of us. Because evil is so much. It's so much evil. The heart of man has become so callous and so wicked that people don't care. They want to make it at all costs. That means The Bible that says that as evil prevail, so much more will grace prevail. I just pray for everyone that the grace of God and the protection of God will be on our life, because we need it more now than ever. We need that awareness of who we are in Christ and who we are, because if you don't, the evil will overshadow you. Thank you so much for listening. I know this is my Christian broadcast. I had to, because I'm just so overwhelmed with what's happening in this world, that I had to talk about this. Okay, I have to tell you that, guys, that there's so much evil in the world. You need to know who you are in Christ. If you're not a Christian, just know who you are. If you're not a Christian, any religion that you are, know who you are. As long as you feel that religion can save you. I'm not going to say be a Christian, no, but just know, believe in your God. Thank you so much. God bless you.